Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Miss Catalina.
All right, today we're going to go back and study something we've been studying in science. Who can tell me, what have we been studying in science, Jen? We've been studying gravity. Exactly, very good. Thank you for raising your hand. All right, and when we were studying gravity, first we did some reading in our science book. How many of you remember we did some reading in our science book? Very good. And then we saw a video about gravity. How many of you remembered that we saw the video about gravity? Okay, very good. So today we're going to do some more thinking about gravity using a graphic organizer. A graphic organizer helps us organize our ideas for writing. Now let's go back and think about our vocabulary that we've been learning for science. What's our first word that we learned in vocabulary? Let's all say it together. What's our first word? Force. What was our second word? Gravity. Our next word, what was this one? Weight. And then we had this word, float, right. All right, so today we may use some of these words as we're getting ready to build our graphic organizer. Now, let's look at our graphic organizer here for a minute. You see two words you probably remember from before. What two words do you see in the red and in the blue? What do you see? Raise your hand. Saul, what do you see?
Cause and effect.
Okay, very good. Cause and effect. All right, so boys and girls, we're going to start on this side of, and you see all these numbers here. I have some space here to fill out. We're going to think about what happens because of gravity. Okay, let's think about it for a minute. Think of something that happens because of gravity. All right, now I'm going to give you an example because we have lots of ones to fill in here. And I'm going to give you an example. A rock falls to the ground because of gravity. Right, so I picked this one. A rock falls to the ground. Okay, that happens because of gravity. But there's other ways I could say it. I could say just a rock falls down. Or I could say a rock drops down. Or this is the one I said, a rock falls to the ground. But if it was inside, I wouldn't say ground, I would say floor. So there's lots of ways to say the same idea. But what was my idea that I said I was going to say? A rock falls to the ground. So I'm going to write that here. A rock. Now you're going to share with your partner. They're not going to tell me yet right now. You're going to share with your partner. Tell them not yet. Tell them something that happens because of gravity. Now before you start, remember that the person with long hair is going to share first, and the person with short hair is going to share second. All right, and then you're going to use whisper voices. And the last thing is you need to remember what your partner tells you, okay? Because then I'm going to ask you later. Let's think about what other ideas we shared that tell what happens because of gravity. So I want you to tell me what your partner said. So I'm going to pick on people that are giving me their full attention. All right, so Giovanni, what did your partner say? What happens because of gravity?
Fall down in the ground.
Okay, a ball falls down. Very good. All right, Genesis, what did your partner tell you? Wow, boys and girls, look at all of our ideas. Let's see if you can read them with me. A rock falls to the ground. A ball falls down. Okay, very good. Now, these are all what we call effects. But now we're going to talk about, well, why? Yes. Why did all these things happen? Why does a rock fall? Why does a ball fall down? So I want you to think about it for a minute, and then you're going to turn with your partner. I walked around and I listened to some really good thinking. All right, so why did we decide that the rock falls down, or a ball falls down, or apples fall down? Why did all these things happen? Jasmine?
Because gravity.
Because of gravity. The reason that all these things happen is because of what? Gravity. Gravity is what we call our cause. So because of gravity, a rock falls to the ground. Because of gravity, a ball falls to the ground. All right, boys and girls, so we're going to get ready to do some writing in our next lesson. And when we do, we're going to write about the cause and the effects. Thank you very much, boys and girls. You did a great job.